Yo, what is up, everybody? We are back. We have war number 11 of season 61, New Nation versus CZSK. This war, I am bringing Shang, Silk, and Guardian. And I'm going to be taking Path 4 in both sections, and then I have 4 minis. One of them I've done multiple times before, but the other 3 are new ones. Well, new that I've posted. I did one of them in the off season, which is why I'm doing it now, but we'll see that when we get there. Yeah, the first fight I'm taking is Node 4 Killmonger, which I'll be taking with Guardian, and I'm telling myself to turn willpower back on after him. This fight, bro, I gotta stop embarrassing myself on Node 4, but that's a conversation for 30 seconds later, I think. I'm popping my tech boosts. I'm popping power backs, even though, neither of these two fights need power backs. But, every little bit of power helps, I suppose. For this Killmonger, just going to do SP3, SP2. Node 4 is always a little bit weird with Guardian, because obviously Guardian, you want to parry specials, but with the Petrifies, you do not want to be losing power, so I just full block the specials. Well, I full blocked the specials for a good reason that we'll see in a second. I was just really not locked in at the start of this fight. I was like, oh, this is super easy, bro. Killmonger, I'm just baiting the heavy and hitting him. And I dash in instead of dashing back there, which is just fantastic. But, Guardian is so tanky, that literally did nothing to me. Even if he bled me on any of those hits, it would have done nothing to me. Although he would have reversed my willpower healing, I suppose, but yeah, I'm just plugging the fact that Guardian can tank SP2s, I suppose, from Killmonger, and I'm not gonna mess it up again. Thankfully, my career of messing that up has ended. Here, I'm just gonna go for my relic, which I thought would trigger his reverb because it was like a hit, but I was clearly mistaken. I mean, it has been quite some time since I've seen or fought Killmonger. But all good. I'm just getting to my SP2 here. I know he's going to die. So I just throw it. I do not throw it. I'm waiting to get reverb off, just in case. I'm going to do 3 hits, get his indestructible charges off, and he's dead. SP2 is taken for 40k. Crits were hitting for 60k. Super fun stuff. I am going to have to use a few potions, but it's okay. It's no biggie. Sometimes we mess up, and we all do. Now, I have Node 13 Silver Samurai, which I'll be taking with Guardian. I don't have a lot of practice fighting Silver Samurai, but all his attacks are energy damage, which means Guardian is more or less immortal against him. Unless you, I don't even know, eat an SP3 or something. I don't really know. But just block all his specials, which I think I failed to do one of them at the start, but then I'm going to kind of figure it out. How to parry his SP1. Because I don't have a Silver Samurai of my own. At least I'm 99% sure I don't. Although maybe we got like a free 3-star. I'm not sure. But yeah. Get the glancing to not trigger the first time, which is great. Here is where I think I mess it up. Yeah, I parry, but I let go at the last hit. You can see that didn't even do 1% of our health. And now I'm like, okay, that makes sense. I think this one, block the second hit, and I parry all the last hit. It's deceptive because you want to punish it, obviously, but I'm pretty sure to parry the whole thing, you can't safely punish it, which is fine. I'd rather have the power. The second hit, it doesn't really matter if I don't parry it, to be honest. Here, I'm like, okay, he's about to go unstoppable, so let me just watch out for that. Obviously, glancing reduces Guardian's ability accuracy, or it reduces everybody's ability accuracy, but with Guardian, that triggers a shock, which puts my relic on cooldown, and that's why I went for an SP3 instead of just SP1, SP2, because I knew I wouldn't have my relic up. Here, I'm just waiting for the unstoppable to go on cooldown. I could have waited one more tick just to get my relic back, but I was like, yeah, this is just going to kill him anyways, so whatever. He's dead. Now we're moving on to section 2. We've got the classic of all classics, Void, followed by Dust. The Void It's as simple as it gets. You turn on suicides, you pop a PS1, cleanse, stun, and then just get to your SP2 and kill him. I'm telling myself to turn off suicides after Void. I always give myself these reminders. I think I mentioned this before, but it's just the one time you don't, the one time you forget is the moment where it really sucks to just die because of that. So I'm just making sure I don't forget, because it has happened before. That's why I'm doing this. Turn on my skill boosts. I don't need power backs for this because he's gonna die in 10 seconds, so they literally won't do anything. I do need the PS1. But that's okay, because I'm actually going to be able to carry this PS1 for 3 fights. So that's super duper cool. Yeah, we're going to see. I didn't see if this guy had the physical resist stat focus, but he does have the thing relic, which I think did make him a little tankier, because normally this would be a lot of overkill, but I'm pretty sure... No, it was still a lot of overkill. But usually it's even more. Anyways, 11 seconds, super cool. And then we have Dust on 31, which I do get touched in this fight once, but it's okay. We will be fine. For this, gonna pop the PS1. I'm gonna try to get 2 parries at the start, but I know that if she plays passive a little bit, she starts dashing back, then I'm not gonna be able to get 2 parries, and I just need to go for full-on intercepting, which is okay. I'm comfortable doing that. Allegedly. But yeah, turn on power backs and everything. Just get to the SP3 and win. That's the goal. And we're going to see how that goes. At the start, you're like 2 dash backs. I was like, okay, there's no way I can get the parry off. If she only did 1, it would have been fine, but the second one was bad. And there, she out-intercepts me, hit me twice. Put my Silk Sense on cooldown, although that doesn't really matter because I don't use it anymore to punish her specials, because people run freaking, unfazed, and it just cooks me. So here I'm like, alright, I just need one more combo to get to my SP3 and win. She gives me the combo. I have a power sting on me. I don't care. I'm just going to use a couple extra potions just so the fight's over. I don't have to keep intercepting this Dust, because I actually did, like... This Dust is very scary. I've never died to it, but it's always like a scary fight for me. I don't know why. It's just Dust be doing Dust things. I think I've taken this fight more than any other fight in War probably ever, so it doesn't really make sense, but every single time I take it, I try to be like extremely locked in, just in case. And now we have we have basically the opposite of that, a pretty easy and non-threatening fight, and that is Nico on 39, which is always very fun. The plan for this one is she starts with buff immunity, but as soon as she loses it, she's probably one of the worst placements here of all time, because you just make her throw a heavy to put a buff on you, and then you're just winning rich get richer. So at the start, just gonna do parry lights. I can push her over bars of power and then like hard hold block so she doesn't throw it, but there's not really a point in it. It's kind of a risk. It's really rare that it happens, but I just wanted to be extra safe, so I'm gonna take this fight slow. Get one more parry light there, and here I'm like, okay, perfect. Fight over. Go for the SP3. And she is at 86% health, but it won't matter. I won't even get to a special after this. My combos alone are going to bring her down to 0. Mainly because I get very good crit RNG here. You can see I hit a 63k crit there, and then both hits of my heavy crit for almost 200k. So very, very fun. And then, now we have another very, very fun fight coming up. Null on 41 with Shang-Chi. Again, this is in some way similar to Null on 46. The strat is to just keep looping your SP2s and keep him at his SP2. But the difference is, Null on 46, his power gain can actually get out of hand with Inexorable and Aspect of Evolution, whereas Power Focus 2, it's predictable, right? Once you know a rotation that will consistently push him to 2 bars, you can abuse it. And once he gets to that second bar of power, he obviously gains far, far less power. So I'm free to just push him to SP2 and then hit him as much as I can while he's at that SP2. Which might sound a little complicated, but I promise it's a lot simpler than it sounds. As you will see, this fight is very easy. I'm popping the PS1 mainly because of Null's darkness. On 46th, it's a little more just to get out the fight faster, but also in general, every 15 hits you do, Null reduces your combat power rate. So we're going to use a PS1 and power backs to kind of cheese that, because every special you throw removes the darkness. So we're going to be doing our best to loop specials, even with a lower amount of chi charges, just to make the fight go faster. And another great thing about this is now that I have Tactic, those endurances are actually making the armor break significantly shorter. You can see I'm already at only 1 debuff on me. These armor breaks are going to fall off before he even finishes the special. So here, I actually have no debuffs on me. So that means there is literally 0 despair going on from Null, which just makes him so much easier. If Null doesn't have despair, and you can push him to SP2s, he's basically nothing. So yeah, 42 seconds, full yellow bar, very awesome. And now we have last 2 fights of this war. First one, 46 Enchantress, which I'll be taking with Silk. And there's really like two main ways this fight goes. And it's either, one, does she start with Miss plus an intercept spell, or does she not? And if she doesn't, it's basically a free win. If she does, then there's a bunch of stuff I kind of prepped and practiced for it, but I'm not going to bore you guys with that explanation because she does not start with an orange spell. So at this point I knew, okay, the fight's over. Go for the medium here, second hit lands. If it didn't, I was ready to quickly block so she doesn't punish me. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my best to not let her throw an SP1. I was okay if she did, because at this point I only need 1 more bar of power to get to my SP3. But regardless, she was nice 1 to 2 times, so got lucky with that, and the fight is over. Just gonna go for my normal SP3 rotation, and we are gonna kill her with this SP2. So yeah. My officer mummy told me to just think that I'm going to be lucky and it will all work out, and he was correct. He was absolutely right. And now, last fight, we have Gentle on node 48, which I'll be taking with Guardian. This is a fight I did in off-season, and it went really well. I did mess it up a little bit, so I took a combo, but I kind of... It was enough doing it one time and watching the video a few times back-to-back to be like, okay, I know I'm going to do this fight. Pop an invul just in case, but the main thing is SP1, SP2, and watch out for unstoppables. I'm not concerned with Bane because it's going to do damage, but I'm going to do enough. I'm going to take off enough of his health quickly enough to where Bane isn't a huge concern to me. I am turning Suicides on just so my basics do more damage. Which is actually going to be significant, because you're going to see by the time I get to my SP2, he's going to be at 60%, which is great. There, I get the second light off. Parry this. I know I can't punish it because I'm too far away. Go for my SP1 here. I'm keeping an eye at how many unstoppable charges he has. I can see now he's at 4, and he has 5. I have 5 combo left to hit him with. I can see here he's about to go unstoppable. But I wanted to turn off Bane, and the shield was down. So I could hit him with a quick medium parry, and now I'm like, okay, he's got 2 hits left, so I need to bait out this unstoppable. There I definitely got lucky with the heavy, resisting it, and that's always a safe way to get his unstoppable off, is to do an extra hit and then just relic to bail you out. But that unfortunately means I don't have the shock vuln from my relic, and I don't think I got any crits. I might have gotten 1. So this just doesn't kill him, but, you know, at this point, the fight's basically over because Bane is going to do nothing to me. It's ticking for 280. No, my Suicides plus Bane is ticking for 280, so... Yeah, that was a lot. I was talking pretty quickly, but I hope that kind of made sense. It was a pretty easy fight, minute 20. Guardian the GOAT. So yeah, fun war. Right now, the score is, I believe, 2-6. We're up, but we've only done like, I don't know, we've done like 70 fights. They've done like barely any either, so there's still a lot of war left to play. But hopefully, we're all going to finish out cleanly, and we're going to crush it. So yeah, fun war. We only have one more left in the season, actually, so this is the last time I'm going to be able to say that I'll be back on Monday night. But yeah, guys, I hope you're all enjoying the vids. I hope you all are having a great season yourselves, and thank you for watching. Peace.